sustainability trends? What trends are you all seeing right now within the last couple of years? Dave, let me start with you. What are some sustainability trends that you're seeing in the industry?
A lot of them are small.
Hmm.
Um, the lighting is, they're just almost no brainers, the LED lighting and those are so much more efficient. But a lot of them are costly, and that is an issue when things cost a lot. It's hard to do multiple costly things at once for a typical laundry owner. Um, one issue I think still on the barriers, but is that the laundering in general has so many like segments to it. Our laundromats are one of the segments that we're talking about now, but also there's on-premise laundries that typically are in hotels and other businesses that do their own laundering that don't go to laundromats to do it. And there are also commercial laundries that have large businesses, and then there's residential laundering. There's all this kind of laundering. There's government, like they do laundering even at submarines. There's a system there. So you got just all kinds of different laundering. There's nothing that's tying everything together with a recommended system. We're still back at the old conventional system that's been around for 100 years. I don't know if some, and that affects also people that are doing the regulations. So people that are doing regulations for one of these segments are not thinking about the others. And it's just, we're kind of splintered on laundering, where people can go and do it. And it just, we need more like coordination. Like, I think, let's see, Matt, you said something about that inconvenient truth a while back. And then there was something called the Montreal Protocol that prevented the release and the manufacture of like coolants, and that saved the ozone layer and all of that. We need more of like a larger, broader involvement with various segments to arrive at the best way and what we should be doing.
Right. Absolutely. It's a much bigger a bigger picture than even that. So well, Kathy, how about you as far as just some trends, just some industry trends that you're seeing regarding sustainability within the last couple of years? Anything that's kind of taking hold?
I've noticed that those owners that have standalone stores that aren't under a lease necessarily, doing the solar panels, because that can significantly decrease your cost and use obviously sunlight to run a lot of some of the lights and equipment in the store. I see that, and now that some of the malls are installing EV chargers that can also drive customers not only into the facility, but also set the tone for the landlord and the business that you're interested in that, and be mindful of the fact that a lot of people are going to have EV cars, and be prepared for them when they do arrive. So those two things I noticed.
Yeah, those are two great points. Absolutely. Matt, how about yourself? What trends are you seeing taking hold as far as the greening of the industry?
Well, I've been in the industry for 12 years now, and I would say that the push environmentally over the last 3 years has been the strongest. And I think that's only those tailwinds are only going to continue to increase over time. What we're seeing recently over the last 18 months is a move towards cold water only stores, embracing this ozone systems, and coupled with cold water only. So getting rid of boilers, going to small high efficiency standalone tankless water heaters to just heat small amounts of water for bathrooms and sink areas and really go cold. And in fact, we're building a new store in North Portland, and it's going to be cold only. And we're going to educate our consumers about what it's like to get to not only get just as clean clothes, but to extend the life of fabrics, to extend the life of their clothes, and really benefiting long term from making what great environmental choice up front. But we're going to make that for them. And we're in an area and in a demographic that we think is going to be very, very open and accepting of that change in ideology as well as habits. And we talked about habits and how those are so hard to break. This is going to be a trend, I think, that we see as we move as an industry. I think you're going to see more and more of these cold only stores popping up.
That's fascinating. Yeah. I would love, can't wait to see what happens with that down the road. Absolutely.
Yes.